Hello and welcome to Videojug. We're going to show you how to inflate your tyres. Tyre maintenance deserves a lot of care and attention because tyres are responsible for the car's contact with the road. A well-inflated tyre will give stability and safety when driving at high speed, when going round bends, and when loading the car with heavy weight. Whenever you go to a petrol station, that's a good time to carry out a quick yet thorough check to make sure you drive with the correct pressure at all times. Find out how the Videojug way. You will need a rag to wipe the dirt off the valves and a pressure gauge. Most service stations have an area where you can check your tyre pressure and pump air into tyres. Most terminals will be installed with a long, flexible tube long enough to easily move around your car to access all the tyres. Pressure gauges are equipped with a visual display indicating the pressure. The gauge will usually have pressure control buttons or levers for adding and releasing air. Now here's a handy list of everything you need. Step 1. Check on cold tyres. Give the tyres time to cool down before you start your check. Tyres are less inflated when cold, more when warm. Check the tyres after refilling at the petrol station. Another thing to do in the meantime is to work out your tyre's air pressure specifications. You'll usually find a chart in the owner's manual or on a sticker either on the driver's side door jamb, in the glove box or in the boot. Front and rear tyres will have different air pressure specifications. Usually the front tyres have more as they have to take the weight of the engine. Do not go by the pressure indications on the tyre itself, as they list the maximum pressure for the tyre and not necessarily what's right for the car. Step 2. Secure the vehicle. Park in a sensible spot at a petrol station, following any of their regulations. Park the car on level ground. Shift automatic cars into the parking position. In manual cars, shift into first gear. Put on the parking brake. Safety warning. To avoid a fire hazard, do not smoke when checking tyres. Step 3. Remove the valve caps. Remove the cap from the valve by turning it counterclockwise until it comes off. Wipe the area around the valve with a rag until it is clean. Repeat with each tyre. Put the caps in a safe place so you don't lose them. Wrap them in a tissue and put them in your pocket or somewhere safe. Step 4. Attach air pressure gauge. Connect the pressure gauge by firmly pressing it onto the valve. The sound of escaping air tells you that the gauge is not on properly or you are pressing too lightly. When firmly attached, note the reading on the gauge's display. Step 5. Inflate tyres. Add air according to the recommendations made by the manufacturer. Push the plus button on the pressure gauge, or on some gauges, press a lever all the way down to add air. If you've put in too much air, you can release it by pushing on the minus button. On other gauge types, press the lever halfway down for air release. If you don't have your manual on you, go by the average pressure for most passenger cars, which is around 2 bars or 30 pounds per square inch. A useful tip: check the valve for a slow leak. If your tyre seems to be losing air slowly, it may be due to a leaky valve. You can check the valve with a simple method. Put some saliva on your fingertip and apply it to the valve. Look for bubbles indicating a slow leak. If there are bubbles, you'll need to replace the valve or the tyre. If no bubbles can be seen, the valve is not losing air. Step 6. Repeat with each tyre. Check all your tyres and add air if necessary. Make sure to also check your spare tyre before finding out it's flat when you need it. Make a habit of checking the pressure in your spare tyre regularly and use the occasion to check that the jack and wheel nut spanner are also in their place and in good condition. Step 7. Replace the valve cap. Replace the valve cap straight away. The cap prevents dirt from entering the valve. Properly replacing the caps means your valve will live as long as your tyre, which also means you're safe on the road. And that's how you inflate your tyres the Videojug way.